Okay, so let's talk about something that often doesn't get spoken about, definitely not enough if you do hear it. And this is the fact that when it comes to grapplers or MMA fighters, just anything in the grappling sports, for some reason, the indication of you being good as a grappler makes you good as a weightlifter just seems to flow together, and it's just simply not true. Now, with that said, though, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm sitting here and I'm taking a stroll, I'm walking, I'm trying to enjoy the weather while it's not raining out here. Um, Suffering from a little cough, so I can't push myself like I normally do, and it just kind of clicks that I'm working on a program for someone today, and it's like, well, they could do this, maybe they can do that, this and that. But this person has a lot of problems with movement. This person's also a great fighter. It's a really good fighter. You know, it's got great conditioning already, strong for their size, quick for their size. And it's no different from any other competitor of grappling sports or whatever. They want to be stronger and they want to be faster. They want to be more agile, more quick. You know, and there's all kinds of these great videos out there. And I know I make some of them, you know, but you see people, you see when it comes to power and speed training, the systematic flow is so crucial. And I'm not sure if the systematic flow, yeah, actually, I'd say the flow gets butchered worse than the techniques. You see a lot of people doing techniques correct maybe on a YouTube video or Instagram. For instance, let's look at the Cressy Sports Performance page. They're great videos, man. It's really good stuff, but they're not stupid. They don't tell you like exactly when they implement that into the program or anything like that. They're just winging that shit out there so that way you go to them. It's called marketing. They're smart. They know what they're talking about. They know how to program. But Johnny Jackass down from the Warrior Tribe MMA house is gonna see that video and be like, oh yeah, bro, that's what I gotta do. You know, that's how I'm gonna get explosive. And yeah, it's true to a certain extent that those movements are good for explosiveness and speed and agility, depending on which ones they're showing and this and that. But when are you supposed to apply those? Who's watching your technique? Who's watching your technique? You know, we used to always make fun of people who would look at themselves in the mirror in the gym, this and that. And man, it's important. I mean, as a bodybuilder, those guys need to look at themselves. They need to know where they need to work on, where they're lacking. You know, as an athlete, you know, I used to have this dumbass notion that like, well, we don't need no mirrors in the gym, not a bodybuilder. I don't need to see what I'm doing. I just need to do it. That's just so stupid. That's so stupid. I need to see if I'm doing the shit right. I can't watch myself do the movement. That's not possible. I don't have the magical 360 thing that Ford came up with to somehow look behind my trailer when I got something hooked up. I'm still fucking mesmerized by that. I don't even understand how in the hell they pull that off. So you need a mirror. I need a mirror. I don't have guys training me. I train other people. I don't have the luxury of people training me. So I have to video myself, or I have to stand in front of the mirror and I have to make sure that my landing phase is correct. I have to break out the books. I got to make sure that everything is structured. Just because you are a great fighter does not make you a great lifter. That's the point of the video. Okay, so, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's these people that are just unbelievable at their craft. Just great, great guys. You know, I've worked my butt off for years in this sport and earned myself a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And sometimes, man, I just get on the mats with some of these guys and they're not black belts, but Jesus Christ, they're good, you know? And they suck in the weight room, you know? So back to the first person I was talking about, great fighter, okay? Person's, pretty impressive pro. But Jesus, he can't squat to save his life. I mean, he cannot even squat, I think, barefooted with the ball without just anything remotely even normal. So please understand that this is not a knock on people. I had the luxury of coming from a fitness background, so it gave me the knowledge and the ability to perform these movements as I found which ones were appropriate for my sport or when to apply them into my programming. But a lot of these guys and gals, they're just not good lifters, and that's okay, because you can build some substantial amount of strength, endurance, and power and speed with just body weight alone. There's a guy I train, he's 40 something years old, and man, we don't do almost any speed lifts whatsoever, and his style of fighting is shit and get, son, like attack. But we ain't got time to teach a 40 something year old man how to power clean and snatch. It's horrible. He can't do it. We barely do hang cleans and just drop them. We just do a lot of med ball work and a lot of good plyometric work, just with bounds and single leg hops and things like that. I mean, that's the stuff that works. I mean, you don't have to have all these fancy equipment. So don't worry if you're not good in the gym. As long as you're good on the mat or you're good in the ring, that's all that really matters.